way to go see my kids and give people some time to get into the building before I get started here. Everything is about mindset here. Everything I'm teaching my kids is all about mindset. A paradigm shift. A paradigm shift. Stay tuned. Oh, right, black cat. You right, black cat. You right, black cat. You. This is the Future Product for Real TV. Of course, I'm your host, Raheem Dream, better known as Top Cat. On my way to go see my kids. Uh, I'm down to one day right now. I'm only going on Wednesday, and I'm working with the younger kids right now. Cause what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to not trying. I'm doing a major focus. So what I did was change my schedule to where I'm just gonna do Wednesdays for now, and I'm focusing on a certain age group. My age group I'm focusing on right now is 14, 11 to 14, 11 to 15, 16. Some of them might be 17 because it's overcrowded. You know, hit that thumbs up for me. Hit that thumbs up. Share and subscribe. It's first time coming to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. I don't go live as much as I used to because I got focus. I'm focused on putting these programs together for the kids, you know. So even when I walk now, I don't go live too much because even when I'm walking, I got a study group that I'm doing. What I mean by study group is it's some programs that I have on my phone that I listen to from other groups on what they doing in different cities. You know, so I'm taking a little bit of their stuff, put together with my stuff, and putting together a laser focus on these certain age groups right now. So that's why I don't go live as much as I used to. But I will go live every Wednesday morning when I'm going to see my kids. Sometimes, you know, I get busy, but when I'm busy, it's my that means I'm laser focused on what I'm doing. It don't have anything to do with okay, Grand Rising YouTube, baby. It don't have anything to do with not putting the work in because I'm always putting the work in, even if it's mentally. You see what I'm saying? Gathering information to take in to the kids. You did. So just changing up a few things. Changing up a few things. So I'm on my way to go see my kids now. Uh, everything is about mindset that I'm doing with the babies. Everything is to change their mindsets. I'm changing their mindsets with paradigms. Yup, thumb up the video, thumb up the video, thumb up the video. Um, you know, I'm not even really, I don't really care about how many people tune in anymore. I don't really care about how many thumbs up I get. I tell you to thumb it up. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. If you subscribe, you subscribe. If you do, you don't. It don't concern me anymore because my focus have changed. Where I'm making it a laser focus on the kids 11 to about 17. So I can care less about you thumbing up the video or not, tuning in or not. I'm just gonna put the information out there, what I'm doing. If you know, if anybody wanna help me with this, you can, but if ain't nobody stepped up now, and I ain't even looking for nobody to step up. You dig what I'm saying? I ain't even looking for nobody to step up because I know everybody don't uh pretty much care about the babies like I do. You'll find a lot of people are so they so I'm gonna say it's selfish. They're so selfish that all they care about is themselves. I talk to people, old people, older people. What I mean by older people, people my age, maybe a little younger than me that had kids. You know, they say they ain't my kids, so I don't care. So you know, and I can't make you care. So it is what it is. But this is the Future Crowd of For Real TV, and I'm on my way to go put this work in with the kids. Um, I'm gonna get disconnected in a minute because it's going from my home Wi-Fi to my phone Wi-Fi. So, and I even been having a problem with that because some reason my it's been cutting off. For some reason I don't, it don't even finish my YouTube all the way. So I'm not even gonna worry about it. YouTube is corrupted too. Yes, it is. They corrupted too. You know, I'll be on here on my way to go see my kids, and a lot of time it don't even stay on all the way. It disconnect for some reason, and but you know, it is what it is. Today, y'all, I'm going to hit with my kids. It's all about mindset. And what I'm going to let them know about today is that there's nothing they can't do. And the reason why I know there's nothing they can't do is because I have found out that it's nothing that I can't do. It just takes time to do things. And to, I'm learning to get more patience, have more patience. Uh, you know, just like I teach them, teaching them things, I'm teaching myself things, and they teaches me things. See, because I don't just go in and do all the talking. I want to hear what's on their mind. And I'm hoping I'm still alive because I know YouTube be cutting me off. All my notifications don't go out, but y'all know that already, so I ain't even gonna say that. Y'all already know that. Y'all know how YouTube are if you're a regular YouTube watcher, So yeah, but I'm letting my kids know that it's nothing they can't do if they change their mindset. Nothing they cannot do if they change their mindset. I know it to be true because I changed my mindset, and I find there's nothing that I can't do. Okay, Miss Grisby says yes, it takes a lot of patience to work with these kids. Yes, it does. Not only do it take a lot of patience to work with these kids, it take a lot of patience for me to work with me. You're right, baby, but it take a lot of patience for me to work with me. You know what I'm saying? But what I give them is what I'm trying to do. What I'm not trying to do is what I'm doing with myself. You know? So there you go. So uh, laser focus is what I'm going in with today. And I'm sticking to my program with the younger kids right now till I get them to respond to the things that I want them to respond to. Because then I would know that the mindset is changing. How do I know when their mindset is changing? By the questions that they ask. See, I look at the questions they asked when I first started with them, and then I listen to the questions that they ask as time goes on. As time goes on, a lot of questions changes. You know why they question changes? Because they're thinking about information that I'm giving to them. The information that I'm giving to them make them ask different questions. See, when you ask different questions, that's because you have taken in the information. Once you take in the information, your mindset start to change. It's a slow process, but when they start asking different questions than what they used to ask, then you know they're thinking more. Okay, okay, okay. King M, what's going on, my brother? King M, shout out to King M. He said, "What's up? Everything up, my brother. Everything is up. Everything is up. You dig?" Um, but yeah, so laser focus is not my laser focus is not just in my programming, but it's also in the programming that I'm doing into myself. I'm laser focusing myself. With the information that I give them, it's information that I'm using on myself. That's how I know it works. How do I know it works? Because I use it on myself. See, I let them know that what I come in here and give to them is things that I'm doing myself. I let them know that, and then I let them see the results. And the results is the mindset change, paradigm shift. You can use the paradigm to make a paradigm shift. A paradigm shift is changing your mindset. How do you change your mindset? Your mindset change on your thinking, on the things that you think about. That's why I'm telling y'all, I know that it be working on when they ask different questions than what they was asking. See, when they ask different questions than what they was asking last week or the week before that, it lets you know that their mindset is changing slowly. You understand what I'm saying? Because the questions change. When the question change, the mind is changing. You understand what I'm saying? I hope I'm still being heard because I know for some reason YouTube be cutting me off early. So I hope I'm still being heard. I hope I'm still live because I can't go by my phone. My phone will say I'm still live, but I won't be live. So I can't even go by the phone no more. Um, if I was talking buffoonery, a bunch of buffoonery, it never stops. It would never stop. You dig? But yeah, so I'm on my way to go see my kids and about to get it in with them so we can keep taking baby steps forward. Okay, okay, you hear me? Okay, right on. So we could keep taking baby steps forward. As they say, you gotta crawl before you walk. You know what I'm saying? So uh, I'm trying to get them from crawling to walking. That's the whole that's the whole plan of changing the mindsets. You dig what I'm saying? That's the whole object of changing their mindsets. Let them crawl on their own and then let them walk on their own. Questions they ask me lets me know that they crawling. You see what I'm saying? That lets me know that they taking in the information. You dig? That lets me taking in the information. And that's all I care about. They try to give them something to think about while they sitting down there under pressure. Yes, under pressure. Think about sitting on. Think about you sitting in your living room or your take take this. Think about you sitting in your bedroom all day, 24/7, sitting in your bedroom, sitting in your bedroom. Anytime you want to go to the bathroom, you gotta ask them to go to the bathroom. Now we're talking about this is I'm telling y'all this is what our kids are going through. And these are kids. Think about being down there a year or two. Think about the stress our kids are up under being in here a year or two. Think about that. Think about you in your bedroom, and that's all you got is you in your bedroom. Think about that. I want you to think about that. Okay, well, this is what these kids is going through. Think about the stress that's on these babies, man. They not grown, they babies. Think about the stress. And then you wonder why they fighting each other. They got to hear each other all day, all day, all day, all day. Think about that. Think about that. Think about the stress, the trauma of being locked down like that all day. And you a kid. I've been through it. That's why I know. I've been through it myself. That's how I know. Because I've been through it myself. Think about that. Being locked down like that as a kid. I ain't talking if they gave me a ticket the last time. Uh, he got my spot, but looks like I might better turn around and get one. Okay, I'm gonna park back here. Yep, that's all. Turn around here. But yeah, think about that. Think about being locked down and you a kid, 24/7 on a pod, and if y'all even know what a pod is, on a pod, on a pod, all day, every day, with a bunch of other different kids. With a bunch of other different kids. You know what? I gotta be careful. These dudes, these they out here with these chickens and stuff, man. But think about that. Think about the stress that these kids are up under. We talking about kids. We ain't talking about grown men. We talking about babies, man. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 years old. Think about that. Oh, man, what I'm doing? Still did the wrong thing. But think about that. And think about that pressure that they are up under. Think about the pressure they are up under. Think about the pressure they up under. That's all I'm saying. Think about that. Because I know many of you might not know what I'm talking about if you've never been locked up before. The stress that you go through, people running their mouth talking crazy, and just think of how young folks talk. You understand what I'm saying? How they talk to each other and the stress that causes. The stress that causes. Just think about that. You know, think about the stress that causes. And you dealing with that 24 hours a day. Yes, it's hard on their mindset. Ain't right. Why they be so frustrated? Think about it. Think about it. They locked in. You got 10, 20 kids around each other all day. Different neighborhoods, different gangs, so-called gangs. Some of them don't get no visits at all. The only real visits they get be from me sometime. You understand what I'm saying? That's why they be so glad to see me. You dig? Think about that. Think about the pressures that they're under. And there is no reform. There is no reform. They just got them locked down. I don't want to say like animals, but what can I say? I deal with facts. I deal with truth. They say the truth will set you free, right? All right, let's be free. That's why I be me. You know why I be me anywhere I go? Because in order for me to be free, I have to be me. So I'm gonna be me. I don't care less what anybody have to say. And I go in here and let these kids know that. You understand me? But this is the future product of For Real TV. I'm gonna sign on out of here because I gotta get in here and get to working with my babies, man. Peace and black power, power to the people. I'm gonna sign on out of here. Have a great, prosperous day. All right, have a good day with the kids. All right, baby.